Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? Before anything else, hey, don't forget it, okay? A like button, just click it. It only takes you 1 second to do. The share button, and also don't forget to subscribe. We are trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. So yeah, it's up to you to help the channel gets to this kind of goals, okay? Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, and so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Yeah, everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we'll check out the market performance for the past 24 hours. Yeah. Jesus Christ, Trumpicious. This guy is a genius. He's a genius. And if you don't get it, yeah, it's up to you, right? You are the one who is going to get left holding that hot potato. Okay, but anyways, we're going to look at the market. That's 24 hours. Right after that, we'll check out prices in details. And once we are done with that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But before that, guys, hold on. I think I'm gonna have to hold it this way. That way, I can have a better view of it. Okay, I get distracted by the other machineries down there. But anyways, guys, this is something that we talked about, and sometimes I like to try to put it again in front of you. That way, you don't make the mistakes. Because again, starting from 2025, okay, if you count from 2025, 5 years down the line, if you did not make your move, you are not going to be able to make an easy money. You're not going to be able to go from zero to a multi-millionaire status as easy as it is right now after 5 years. You will understand it. I know a lot of people keep saying, no, the system is still the same. System is just, they do QE and then QT and then we do this and we do that. Now it's not the same. Things are changing, like they are changing drastically. Just by looking at the pattern of how our good friend Trumpicious Margex is planning his stone throwings at, at everybody, you kind of understand where this is going. You kind of understand it. I feel lucky because once I started digging into things, I came around a couple of things, okay, and those things made me view or see the entire thing differently. And I've been on my channel here telling you guys this is what it is. For example, the first thing people tell you, yep, they're gonna turn the money printer on, and then money is gonna trickle down from stocks to gold. I mean, from gold to stocks, and then to Bitcoin, and then Crashilandia, and then my grandma is gonna get a 4-wheel, and then this and that. Everybody tells you that. That's the first thing you hear from everybody's mouth when you talk about a crypto cycle. Some people are saying, nah, it's over with, close shop and go. Okay, and you look at it again, you start to cry laughing aloud, because at the end of the day, 99.9% of those people are gonna jump the bridge. And it is as simple as ABC when you start to see this happening. Excuse me. But anyways, yeah, since the beginning of this run, I've been sitting here and telling everyone who will listen, guys, it's a bull run controlled by the macroeconomy. Okay, it's a bull run controlled by that. But yet people are still looking at it going like, yeah, you are supposed to listen, you are supposed to follow everybody's footsteps, and yet the signs that you're looking for are right in front of you. Okay, I guess like I told you guys, 5 weeks, probably 6 weeks to 2 months, it will start making sense. Now, let me break it down slowly for you. I'm not going to be able to break everything down today, but I'm going to give you a few steps in which, again, I'm not your financial advisor. What MMJ is doing is I give you this lead. Follow it and go find out if I was full of crap or if I was telling the truth. Okay? We are going to start first with the FOMC. Next week, we do have an FOMC coming on. Most people are expecting dramatic rate cuts. And after that, oh man, we're going to have either a stairway to heaven or a nosedive to hell. That's what most people are. They're just like opposite of each polarities, right? That's what everybody's doing. But I've been telling you, they're not going to print money. They're not going to do it. And yet people are still here expecting. Ever since they started, I mean, our good friend Powell Shoes, ever since he started, oh yeah, we're cutting rates this much. Did they print any money? Please show me evidence that they did print money. They didn't. Because again, one thing I became an engineer is because I like numbers. Numbers don't lie. Trust me, either you speak Chinese, I speak Spanish, the other one speaks French, the other one speaks English, whatever. When I say one, you understand what it is. One is one. Either in Chinese, in English, whatever. 1 plus 1 is always 2, and no matter what language you choose. Although some people who are busy chasing green candles are going to tell you 1 plus 1 is equal is equal to 5, and even without acting an exponent to it, you know. But when you start to do numbers, you start to understand things better. I told you, back in 2020, during COVID, the Feds exactly printed around 4.1 or 4.3 trillion dollars. That's what they printed, right? They printed that money, but the bummer was that, yeah, no economy was working. Nobody could absorb it. We've talked about it here time after time. If you follow that rabbit hole, you also meet that Japan said no, they are not doing it. Hey, listen, we're already suffering. We cannot absorb that money anywhere. And on top of that, the Japanese economy was already showing signs of a hyperinflation, because for over 20 or 30 years, the Japanese economy has held their interest rate to negative, not even zero, negative. That is why Japan was the biggest place anybody who wants to borrow money usually go. Behind the deal, they had a deal with the US. Every time US prints money, Japan absorbs it and distributes it towards the entire world. You understand? But COVID came and looked at US, Japan, China, everybody be like, you know what? F you all. And fucked everybody. So yeah, the 4-point-some trillion dollars was still in the balance sheet that nobody knows how to now get rid of it. Okay? So when this year came, and I was telling you guys here, they're not going to print money. People kept laughing at me. I've been following the money. Like I told you guys, every time, follow the money. I've been following the money. And they didn't inject it. Now, we had a problem. The big problem was that, one, economy was fucked. You cannot inject that money into the economy because it's going to even make things worse on both sides of the equation. Because if you inject $4 trillion into the economy, now you are going to push the US from inflation to a hyperinflation. And things will make a lot of people jump bridges. Okay? Things will do that. But yet, people wasn't looking at it. They announced, oh yeah, you know what, we're going from this to that. I'm going to cut raises. I'm going to do this and that. Everybody and their grandmama, yay, Trumpicius, you the man, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Jeromicius, you finally listening. And oh yeah. Again, what happened? They didn't print money. Instead, they came out with this reserve, whatever bullshit they call that thing, which is almost the same thing, right? With the only difference is in that they are not printing money. They already have the stash right there. Now, do your numbers. Trumpicius came out and said, you know what? If you was working hard last year, you are going to get tax cuts. Okay? That's number one. And number two, they are going to give back to Americans over $1.3 trillion in taxes return. How much taxes do US Americans pay? Where is the rest of the money going to come from? You make it? So 1 plus 1 equal to 2. They are about to inject some of that stash they had over there. 1.3 trillion is going to go into the tax return, which, hey, yours truly, I'm part of the people who's going to receive that money. Because, hey, I worked. So you guys already know. You didn't work, you ain't going to get shit. You ain't going to get shit. So get your ass out there and work so you can get some back. That's number one. Number two, we sat there and I told you, once the trade war started, which Trump is not stupid, guys. The only thing all these countries had to hold US on the nuts is the treasury bonds, right? Treasury bonds. I can guarantee you that the government already knew that they have a stash, which if people start dumping the bonds, they are going to use to buy it. Okay? So when the trade war started, oh, China is dumping US bonds. Trumpistas look at him and dump some more, please. Oh, India is doing, please dump some more. That's what I want. You keep on dumping. Because China thought, you know what, we can hurt the economy by dumping the treasury bonds. And what most people didn't realize is like, yeah, these motherfuckers just printed $4.3 trillion in 2020. They got money. And what did Trump issues do? Every time they dump, the US grab that money and buys the treasury back. And at the same time, easily introducing that 4.3 trillion right into the markets. You get it? Easily, they started buying it back. All of a sudden, we had an issue again with banking because, hey, with the way we were moving, everybody was expecting the banking system to collapse because, hey, you said we are cutting rates, but you are not printing money. What the hell? All of a sudden, they started injecting $40 billion into the banking system. Where did the money come from? Because they didn't print it, right? And a lot of people sit there and go like, oh my God, oh guys, they didn't print it. They still got that money, the stash. They're introducing it into the system slowly. If they announce it that we are introducing 4.3 trillion, that will cause panic. Stock market will fall. There will be a hyperinflation. There will be a lot of things. Therefore, they are introducing it slowly. So, yeah, that's another one. Next point, they look at the housing market that was trying to go down, right? What did they do? They're introducing another 200 billion or close to 300 into the housing system. Where did the money come from? See? Again, that's another one. I told you, follow the money. If you follow, you will understand what I'm talking about. What's happening? Right? Things like that start to happen, and everybody, their grandmama, some people like, oh yeah, we gotta go, they start buying gold. They start going in like head first into gold and stuff like that. And I've been telling you, listen, I hold gold. I do hold gold, and I started buying gold when it was very cheap, back in 2016, probably 2014. That's when I started buying physical gold and holding. A lot of it I do. But as the price started to climb, I noticed something, and I told you guys here the other day. Go look at every time we had an economy crisis, people usually rush to go and buy gold. Before even President Nixon came out with the dollar standard, okay? Before he did that in 73 or 63, one of them. Before he did it, people usually go to gold. That's why people had a lot of gold. In the year 2000, go look at it again. People were looking at gold. 2008, which again, I will say here, like I've said before, I think 2008 is just a postponement of the year 2000. Same as 2020, right? 2020, COVID, people were buying gold. It's just the same thing as we're seeing now. What is happening now is just a postponement of what should have happened in 2020. That's what's happening now. But people are still here in their mind talking about, yeah, they're going to print money. They're going to do that. If you look at the way the government is injecting money, oh yeah, come back from abroad if you have your companies abroad, and you will get tax cuts and you will get this and that, because again, they already know they have somewhere a stash of money which they can replenish from whatever that they lose from those people coming from other country to promote manufacturing in the United States. Oh, they're going after throwing stones at Venezuela. Now we're going to build that infrastructure. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. We're going to give you this amount. Where do you think that money is going to come from? They're not printing it. They have it. So yeah, you start counting from where I'm from. 1 + 1 = 2, and trust me, you're not going to go past $4.3 trillion. And the last time I checked, that's what they printed back in 2020. You see? Now, the opportunity lays there. You and me, okay? If you know where to look, the opportunity lays there. It's right there. And a lot of people, like, when they talk about it, people tells me, oh yeah, you are delusional because, hey, the bear market is here, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking at them and I go, look at macroeconomic. It is telling me something different, okay? Because again, something like gold, okay? Excuse me for a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Something like gold, you have to look at it. I've been telling you sometimes when I trade, I don't use magic world. I use simple thing. Moving ribbon, RSI, MACD, people's sentiments. If you want, you can add Bollinger Bands to it. One thing particularly that I look at when it comes to gold is the RSI. Go look at historical RSI for gold. When that thing crosses 81% to the top, gold usually begins that multi-year bear market. That's what it usually do. So again, me looking at it, you know what? It's not me saying it. Just pay attention to this. See, right now RSI for gold is sitting at 91 plus. Let me zoom it in for you. Okay, you see that green one? The green. If you have the gold, you can go look at it. See, 91 every time. Look at that. That was 2012. Okay, look at that. 2026. What do you see? And what happened to the price of gold once we go past 90? Once we go past that, price starts to fall multi-year, because look at this. This is 2012 and this is 2026. Multi-year, it starts to go down. It's not only that, people are not looking at it, and everybody and their grandmama always does the same. Again, go back. See that? What year is that? Look at the RSI again. You see where it is sitting? See, price went up, it began a multi-year going down after you pass. Okay, look at that. 1974, what happened? So go look at the history, go look at the histogram of it, and then you look at the price. And this is why I'm telling you, things are going to be very, very nasty for a lot of people. People are going to jump bridges. Now, I've been telling you here, you have to watch it, okay? For me, I don't know about you, but for me, Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine, and Cash. That cash part is what will make sense in the last moment. Now, I don't know what your trading strategy is. Mine is simple, and I have shared it here time after time. My coins on spot, they are all going to go. I'm going to sell everything except for my Quant, my Kaspa, Bitcoin. I'm going to hold those three. Everything else is going. Bitcoin, I have a question mark on it, because again, let's see what Kaspa does. Because again, on the theory part, this VPROX is what is going to kill Bitcoin. Again, you can ask me now, I will stand by when I tell you Kaspa is the real Bitcoin. When the VPROX comes out, that is going to get proven. Now I'm going to see what the price of Bitcoin is going to do. I don't care even if it goes back down to 50,000. I bought mine at 3,500. I'm still in massive profits. But again, we're about to see what happens after that. The cash part is what is going to make more sense at the end, because once gold begin to crash, stock market is also going to crash. Crypto is going to go, and then towards the lowest side, that's what we are going to see. What happens when we are at that lowest part? That's when I'm going to use the cash that I am reserving now to buy stocks, crypto, or whatever. Because again, I told you the next 5 years is the last chance you have to become multi-millionaire. The last chance, because these stocks are going to go low if you don't buy them. Yeah, you're about to figure out that khaki is not leather. You're about to figure it out. They look alike, but they're not the same thing. You will see. Okay, so we sit here, you and me, as opportunists, and we look at it. Okay, People are saying whatever they want to say. I look at Bitcoin. Everything else is checking. Even the smallest indicator, it is showing me that, guys, it's not the bear market yet. Look at the liquidations. Okay, we have more liquidation above us than below us. People are saying, like, you know what, if you look at it, the liquidation towards the bottom, they are tied together and the market might swing that way. But when you look at it, the net shorts are more than the net longs. And from where I stand, market never plays in favor of the majorities. Trust me. Going to the top, for Bitcoin to hit that 105, 110, or even above that, is over $15 billion of liquidations that is going to hit. And for the market to go down back to 80,000, it's around $12 billion. So which one is going to lead? You already know right now, sentiments, market makers are not stupid. Sentiments on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is very low, to the point of that if you drop the market now, that's it. People start closing their positions and blah, blah, blah. They lose, and they lose much more interest than it is happening right now. And also, those of us who are looking at things, you are looking at gold going above 91 on the other side, and we know that, yep, that thing is running on fumes. So now they have a choice, which I think that's what is going to happen, is that they're going to try to push Bitcoin. And I've been saying it here. They are going to push Bitcoin 140 to 160, or even maybe a little bit above it. You will see, because if you look at the simple things like the buy indicator, buy cycle top is not anywhere close to being, crossing over. It's up to you, right? If you want to sit there and cry about it, people are talking nonsense and blah, blah, blah. But I can tell you right now, you're going to regret not investing in Kaspa. You will cry not investing in Quant. You will cry. These things are, the financial sector is shifting, is moving towards something new, towards something innovative. And only a few people that position themselves into that thing make a lot of money. So again, it's up to you. Do you want to make money? What kind of money are you looking to make? Just a few thousands and pay the bills and you're out? Generational wealth? Just like me, I want generational wealth. Money for me, my children, and children to come. Again, just look at history. Those of them that took that risk, like right now, they're the people that made the money. Not anybody who was hiding their money under their mattress, which, 2008, I'm guilty. Market was falling. I knew what was happening, but I decided to hold on to my cash and hide my money under my mattress. If I did something stupid that probably just buy Amazon stocks, I will be a multi-millionaire right now. Right? History teaches us. We don't look at history just to look at it. We look at history to learn from it. So yeah, it's up to you. If you want to do this, go ahead. If you don't, go and hide under your bed and then jump over the bridge later when everybody else is driving a Lambo and you are not. Okay? Anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. Okay? Let's go look at it right quick. And we have here crypto bubbles. Where's my friend at? Right there. Crypto bubbles. Let's see. See? Again, we are not there. It is, well, it is up to you, okay? Because like I said, look at the monthly has reset. Very soon we are going to have the yearly also do the same. But anyways, let's start first with King Kaspa, KAS. King Kaspa for the past hour, 0.1% up, 4.2% up on the day, 6.2% down on the week, 6.8% down on the month, and 68.1% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.12 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $17.99 million. Okay, we go look at coin QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. Laying flat in the last hour, 0.6% down on the day, 5.9% down on the week, 8.1% up on the month, and 25.6% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.15 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $10.35 million. We look at Cubic, high risk, high reward. Okay, we have here 0.2% down the last hour, 4.6% down on the day, 15.8% down on the week, 11.9% down on the month, and 74.9% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $80.94 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $2.26 million. Okay, we go look at the Japanese Bitcoin JASMI, JAS. Let's go. We have here 0.2% up in the last hour, 1.5% down on the day, 11.6% down on the week, 18.4% up on the month, and 72.9% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $360.38 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $15.24 million. Well, now we go look at Jonathan's pet turtle. He calls it Bitcoin, and I call it the orange guy. Let's go here. Laying flat the last hour, 0.1% down on the day, 6.1% down on the week, 1.5% up on the month, and 14.7% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.79 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $16.41 billion. Okay, again, I'm not gonna get tired of saying it. Look at the volume. You see how low the volume is, right? When the volume is that low, it tells you a move is coming. And this week we are about to enter, a lot of people are about to jump bridges. It's that simple. Okay. Okay, now let's rush through the prices in details. Again, yesterday I gave you the signals because we are in the after trade. After the trade, remember, every trade, in my own opinion, in my own way, has 3 stages: before the trade, during the trade, and after the trade. Right now it's after the trade when we look for the entry positions. I don't know about you, mine are already open and I'm just watching. That's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go on trading view instead of giving you those signals again. So it's up to you if you want to take them. But anyways, you go into trading view, you notice here that Dixie is going down, Bitcoin is also going down, which is not what we want to see. We want to see an inverse correlation, right? But if you go look at charts here, for example, we're going to start first with King Kaspa on the last hour. Yesterday I told you, remember when I was telling you it's time for you to look for that entry, right? Look at it. Just like I always say, price always gets attracted to the moving average. Second point, look at the ribbon has turned green. Right now the 1 hour has flipped. We haven't broken the moving average yet, but we are getting there. Second part we do it, second point we do it here, sorry about that, is now that 1 hour has reset. We now go look at the 4 hour. As you guys can see, ribbon has started to curve upwards, and the same situation is about to occur, meaning, like I told you guys yesterday, we had those buy signals, right? So it's up to you if you followed, meaning this price is about to go look at that 4.5 cents. Let's see if we can get the 4.5 cents and break above it or not. But regardless, the situation is looking bullish because the ribbon is curving and it's about to turn green. Now that is happening, once it does, then you can start looking at the daily. As the daily will go, look at that. After how many days? I can't even count. I think finally we are getting a green candle. Once the 4 hours flip, daily is also going to flip. And then here you can see that the ribbon, the moving average is sitting at 6.2 cents. So yeah, you know the distance that we're going to go from where we are to 6.2 cents. Although for me, that is nothing, because again, when I look at it and I zoom out, anything under 10 cents is nothing but noise. Above that, we do have 15 cents. After 15, we get 18, 19 cents before we start looking at all-time high. And then Kaspa goes into price discovery. That's where we are, and things are looking very good because, as you guys already know, this first quarter, we are getting stable coins, we are getting IGRA Lab, we are getting more news about the VPROX. Things are heating up in the Kaspa's camp. Well, it's up to you. You do what you want to do, okay? You do you, I do me, and God bless America. Anyways, now we go to the next one, Quant, QNT. What do we have here? For the past hour, let's go on the hour, you see, we are trying to go up. Like again, price always get attracted to moving average, right? We are trying to see if it's gonna break the moving average and go higher. But as you guys can see here, ribbon is already starting to curve. So this is the first confirmation. Like I told you guys yesterday, it was the after the trade stage. Enter your trade if you want to. Again, I'm not your financial advisor. If you wanted to, you could have done that. But anyways, as you guys can see, the 1 hour is gone. You look at the 4 hour, we came back, test the moving average, ribbon still green. Okay, if you zoom it out, you will see it's still green. A nice triangle is getting formed. If you take your here, you take another one here, and you guys already know we're doing this. We're coming very close to the apex of the triangle, which means this price is about to break out. Again, next week that we're about to enter is going to be huge for crypto. You just watch and see. Anyways, now you go to the daily. We are not going to be able to say much because again, you see here, ribbon is about to turn green. Squeezing up tightly, and this right here, man, I like this. I like this thing. Like again, I gave you the signal yesterday. If you took it, congratulations. If you didn't, I don't know what to tell you. But for me, I look at those things like I said yesterday. Anything under $125, nothing but noise. Above that, we are going to have us that 151. Okay, above 151, be looking at 164. Above that is 176, which 230 is not far away, although there is a little bit of resistance at 211, but 230 is not far away before we start looking at all-time high and then price discovery. So far, like I said, for me, they are going to pump it. Trust me. You should have noticed even right now that I don't even look at Bitcoin TA anymore. The only thing I do when I go look at Bitcoin is look at the price cycle top. Anything else, it don't matter to me because I know they are going to pump it, and they are going to pump it to oblivion. Okay, that's what I look at. Like again, if you go, for example, where is Bitcoin at? Bitcoin, and then I put on, come on, open it up for me. Here you go, and then you go this way, bring out my indicator, and look at it. This is the only thing I look at when I come to Bitcoin. What the blue line is doing and what the red line is doing. That's what I care about, okay? You see the blue line trying to curve down. The red one, I'm waiting for it, okay? I'm waiting because this red line is going to do this and this one is going to come. They're going to converge somewhere, and then we'll see when the bear market begins. Until they do that, my friends, the bear market is nowhere close. So, yeah, you want to sit there and cry about it, my friend, that is your problem, not mine. But I can tell you, okay? I can tell you right away, we are not in the bear market. Not yet. Not yet. It's like that spring is getting compressed and compressed and compressed because stock market is doing good. Metals are doing good. Everything else is doing good except for crypto. When they let this thing rip, it's not going to take 6 months. It's going to be a matter of weeks for that thing to hit all-time high or whatever they're going to take it. And yeah, and way down we go. Oh, that's what's gonna happen. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions, okay? But before we do that, please, like I've always say, do not get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing. I will recommend just buy your coins on spot. But if you want to learn how to leverage trade, down below I do have the links: Bydfi, Phemex, Wix, and Margex in that order, okay? Follow those links, any of them if you want to. Follow the links, meet their deposit requirements, and they are going to give you free money. You get the free money, take $20 out, my friend. Take $20 out. I know it takes a lot of patience, trust me. You start to practice. If you can turn 20 into 40, 40 into 60, 60 into 80, and so on and so forth, okay, then you are ready to trade with bigger money. If you still cannot do it, my friend, please keep on practicing. If you don't practice, you will find yourself in a nice cozy apartment in Rec City, and trust me, that city is never full. There's always space for one more. I just hope that one more is not you. Okay, so anyways, also down below there I do have the links to Acorns, which I'm using to teach my son how to trade stocks and ETFs. Okay, so yeah, you can follow the link. They give you free money. You don't need to meet any requirements. You are going to get $5. It's not much, but it's a way to start your investment journey. Okay, Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's start first looking at my Bydfi. You guys know here I'm trading King Kaspa, Quant, and Jasmine. Those are the ones I'm trading here. As you guys can see, my overall, there's not much movement this weekend. I'm still sitting at $7,600. Refresh it. Yep, $7,600. Anyways, if you look at my contracts, you will see that here I still have 3 open. On my Kaspa, wow, it's doing way better. I was down over $500 yesterday or so. Well, I'm still down $200, but it's doing way better. Like I told you, it's moving, right? And you guys also see on my Quant, I'm still down $3,900. It is what it is. And on my Jasmine, I am up $1,400 approximately. One thing you will understand here is that I trade at 50x and I do not use stop loss. Okay, that's me. That's the way I trade. Please don't do this if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, anyways, now we go to the next one. It's going to be on Phemex. Phemex, I am trading King Kaspa, okay, Jasmine, and Quant. You guys already know this. My overall here, let's refresh this, is sitting at $3,700. Way better than yesterday. Well, anyways, now we go to the contract. You see that my Jasmine, I am up $1,300 approximately. You go on my Kaspa, wow, the same. I'm doing better. It's still down $206, but it's doing way better. On my Quant, it's also doing great. I'm up $403. Same situation. I trade at 50x. And I do not use stop losses. That's me. Okay. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Last but not the least is going to be Wix. On Wix Exchange, you guys already know I'm trading King Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine, and Cubic. Let's refresh this, and you see my overall is still sitting at $2,300 approximately. And then if you look at my contracts, you see that here on my Jasmine, it's still doing great. I'm still up $105, okay, in profit. On my Kaspa, wow, even better. It was down $500. I'm still down, but it's doing way better. I'm down $189. And you see, last but not the least, we have here $409 up on my Quant trade. The same thing goes to my Cubic, which is still breaking even at $12.24, $11, whatever that is, okay? So yeah, the same situation. I am trading at 50x and I do not use stop loss. Now, on my Acorn, which I'm using for my kid, there is no point for me to even look at it because, hey, the markets are closed on the weekend and nothing has changed over there. So we're just going to look at the overall. It's sitting here at $795, okay? So until Monday morning, we are not going to know what's going on in this camp. So if you guys can see overall, come on here. Look at the overall, we do have is still up 4.65%. On the stocks, we are still up 636. On the bonds, we are up $158. So yeah, there's no point of wasting our time on this thing. So it is what it is, okay? So anyways, now you see it. Tomorrow, again, if you want me to if you want any questions answered, drop your comment below, because tomorrow we are going to do our weekly questions and answers, right? So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. So anyways, you now know it. You can cry about it, or you can see the opportunity that is standing right in front of you. Me, I know what I see, and I'm going head first. It is what it is to me. I'm not your financial advisor. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please do not forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? Also, don't forget to like. It takes you a second. Click that like button. Drop me a comment, okay? Anything positive would work, because if you drop me a negative comment or crying about price, I'm going to delete it and I'm going to block you if that is your third strike, okay? That's what I'm going to do. I do not want people that whine. I want people that hustle, people that have the same mind and the same attitude, okay? So that we can go from zero to a multi-millionaire status together. Also, don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we can see all this and then the family can grow. Until I see you in my next one, my friend, please take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.